22 cars make the field. We got faces returning. We got championship contenders. Brand new track for the schedule. Brand new setup on these cars thanks to Jeff McConey. Into the start zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the 28-3 lead. Atlanta's underway.
They come side by side down the backstretch. Aiden Gould fighting Lane Myers up here. Not words I get to say very often, but I'm so excited to see this 28 as he takes the midline there right around Aiden Gould and clears him coming out of turn 2, turn 4, and will take the first lap there. Oh, we got somebody in the grass there. I believe that Michael Alfaro.
That's Alfaro. Michael Alfaro must have gotten loose off the corner, and he will drop all the way to the rear off of that. Michael Alfaro through the grass. But we look back up front. Lane Myers, he knows this is probably his best shot at getting a win in PALracing, especially in Season 4. He wants to do it here tonight. We talked about him putting in a lot of practice. In those practice races, he was also one of the fastest. And so was Douglas Henry, who was running down Aiden Gould for that second position. As here comes Douglas Henry making the pass on Aiden Gould and trying to make the pass on Lane Myers.
God, I love seeing Lane up here, man. It makes me so excited. He's normally a bottom 15 kind of guy. Oh my God, Douglas Henry, so good, keeping that car straight. Lane just can't fend him off that time. I was gonna say I was loving watching him play defense. It looked so great. Tries to keep the inside there. He's not gonna be, or Henry's not gonna be able to clear him there. Aiden Gould right to the bumper of Lane Myers. Oh, and he hits the grass a little bit. That's gonna slow him down and allow Douglas Henry to take a little bit of a lead there on the top side as they get into the 3 wide here. Turns 1 and 2.
They were in that V formation. Aiden, if he could have made it work, he would have. He just didn't have that momentum. But I saw the potential. Doug will clear completely for that lead. And right now, Greg, again, he's not one of those drivers that got a lot of practice in this week. So he's still learning the car in this unique setup. So for him to be driving his way into the 4th position, it went into what I was alluding on the podcast. I put him number 1 in my power rankings. Yes, he does brush the wall, but he is one of the best at driving off the right rear. And that's exactly what you're doing right now as we see 3 wide. Raymond Wimmer, Jacob Alicia trying to capitalize on the Legat brushing the wall. Raymond underneath. Alicia issues, got into the wall. He's going to drop backward in Spain. Into 7th, Raymond Wimmer still attacking Matthew Legat. Issues for Dylan Simmons off of turn 1. The car is smoking. We're still green. Car will stop and will not pull the caution. Issues for Dylan Simmons. Let's take a look at the replay. He was making his return the first time in PAL.
Right in the wall.
Let's see. Gordon Larson Jr. gets up there and gets him. Unfortunate. Destroys the car. GLJ got him. Oh my gosh, how does that not pull a yellow? iRacing, what are you doing? And that's going to end the day for Dylan Simmons. Gordon Larson Jr. contact. Take another look at that points picture. Matt just raced his way into the top 5 above that pay line. Who's right there on the outside, 6 points off? Jacob Alicia. Jacob doesn't look as fast as Matt right now in the beginning stages of this race, but he's always one that could be there at the ends. A gaggle of cars right now. It looks like Raymond Wimmer starting a little bit of a group of cars checking up behind him. Seems to be, dump Gordon Spain into Jacob Alicia. I just cursed him. Herberton involved. I saw Spain get dumped, and I don't know what happened after.
Oh my goodness.
Or before. And we got to take a look at the replay manually. No incident report. Can you believe that? So you're going to have to go fast forward here. So Raymond Wimmer is backing up this chunk of cars. He's a little bit slower. So Gordon goes to the top. Oh, Herberton into the rear bumper of the 38, trying to give him a push. Wrecks him down into Alicia. J-Care, Dylan Herberton. Oh, no.
We got lucky that wasn't more than 4 there.
Oh, my. Chopper cam again. I want to take one more look. You're going to see the 07 of Dylan Herberton One Watkins Glen, he's going to try to give 38 a push, and we've seen this before. Douglas Henry's done it to Daniel Honeycutt. Matthew Heal's done it to Daniel Honeycutt. But getting a push, the bumpers do not connect like that. Alicia just barely gets clipped. Jake Karen nowhere to go.
Green.
Restart zone. Here we go. Green flag back underway.
Oh, Alicia's back out there.
Aiden Gould, rear bumper of Lane Myers. You're going to see the tire differential immediately come into effect. Matthew Legat already dropping to fourth, under attack for fifth by Greg Jody at battle for the lead. Aiden Gould side by side with Lane Myers. Douglas Henry, he wants 3 wide middle. He'll get 3 wide middle. Now Aiden charges the corner. Lane Myers loses the rear end of the car up into the wall. Saves it, but he will go backwards. And Doug will begin to attack the 51 all the way up towards the fence. Aiden made that top line, or made that bottom line work at the beginning of the race. Oh, crossover! Oh. Aiden tried to shut the door, but he gets shoved into the wall by his own flick of the wheel. Did not get that car where it needed to be. Douglas Henry crossover. And Aiden Gould on his own accord puts it in the fence, but he battles back on the inside. Perhaps not a lot of damage on that 51. He's going to try to re-aggress this time. Will he throw an as aggressive slider? I don't think so. He's not able to clear up in front of the 66. Doug will have it back on the back straightaway. Aiden again looking low. He's really liking how it feels down there in 3 and 4. Got a great run on Doug. Up out of the corner. They're even at the line. Give it to Doug. Just about clear. Greg reeling in the pair. Aiden back to the bottom again. I think Aiden is using his tires a little bit more than Doug. Side by side again. Jodiet closes the distance. And we might have a 3-car battle for the lead. Aiden Gould now heading down pit road, and he might have messed up pit road entry. And if he did, that will cost him, because that is a black flag. If he got those right sides enough in the grass for iRacing to give him a penalty, that may have just taken him out of the race.
No, I just got word from pit road. There was no black flag. He is good.
Oh my, that was tight. Thank you, Zippy, for reporting. So Aiden is the first of the leaders to come down pit road. Gordon Larson Jr., Derek Stanley will follow. There's Derek Stanley. There's the tower board. There we go. So right now, Douglas Henry still out front. Lane Myers also had hit pit road. He's 2 laps down at the moment. Remember, he had a little mishap, contact with the wall, dropped all the way to the rear, must have still been fighting that car. Here comes Douglas Henry into pit road. Much more smooth than Aiden Gould. Greg Jodiet still on pit road at the moment. In his box. This seems like a pretty long pit stop. I don't know what's going on, but the car's not jacked up. Did Greg Jodiet get a penalty? He is still on pit road. Douglas Henry back out, and he's battling Aiden Gould. Aiden will outcycle him for the lead. Zippy, what's the word on Greg Jodiet?
We were worried about unsafe pit injury for the Gouldmeister. It was actually Greg Jodiet who they're going to black flag for an unsafe pit entry.
I believe that's a hold for 40 seconds unless a caution comes out and bails him out. That is going to hurt him. So now him and Leggett both really want a caution to get back on the lead lap and get back in this race. He has to run down Greg Jodiet to be the free pass car, but that means he needs to get away from Aiden Gould.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, contact Lane Myers, Aiden Gould. They got tight. Pushes wide. Here comes Douglas Henry. Douglas trying to capitalize. Lane Myers almost ran Aiden out of room, and now the 66 trying to close back in. There to the rear bumper, makes some contact down to the inside. A slight tap. Has to get back in line, gets in that draft. And there's just a little bit of clean air for Aiden to work with. Doug enters on his bumper, looks half a lane low. Get that nose with some air, and now he dives to the inside. Douglas Henry looking for the lead. He's led the most so far tonight. And he will take it back on Aiden as Aiden rides the fence. Sideways, almost out of the corner, saves it. Gave it all he could, but it won't be enough. And Douglas Henry back to the lead. And we got some Hawks just behind Gould. Here comes Chris Warren. In tow is Derek Stanley. The way, guys, Chris Warren has caught Aiden Gould, and he's right there making the pass for second. I wonder if Aiden pits a little bit early here and tries to force the hand of Douglas Henry. And, of course, now Chris Warren. Daniel Nance moved into fourth. He's right behind the pair, so a close battle for your second position.
Yeah, I want to talk about that Aiden. I think, and Aiden said before the race, you know, if he had to run long, then he would run long. And so maybe you're right. Maybe he does try to pit a little early and just run the tires long. It'll be, you know, maybe 2 or 3 lap difference there on tires as we get to the end. This will be the last pit stop still.
Last pit stop for all these guys. And again, you know, we're going to keep saying it, like, yeah, extra set of tires on the wall. He did just pit, though, so officially now 2 laps down. He really needs to hope he could get back and drive around Douglas Henry. But being 2 laps down on this strategy is no bueno because, yeah, you can put those extra sets of tires on, but being not on the lead lap with 12 to go kind of just means you're not going to finish up towards the front. But Aiden Gould is still battling really hard against Chris Warren. That's allowing Daniel Nance to get closer and closer. I think Chris can clear him off of 4 here. The 44 will go around. Now here comes Daniel Nance. Aiden Gould did just hit pit road. Does this force the hand of Douglas Henry? We look back towards Doug down the back straight. A sizable gap, but you could give it up if you do not cycle out pit road correctly. Still staying out. Daniel Nance entering pit road. Chris Warren in tow.
Oh. That's probably unsafe pit injury if I've ever seen it.
Did he go in that grass there? I was looking at our leaderboard.
He did. Way far into the grass.
Chris Warren or Daniel Nance?
Nance.
Yeah, we'll just have to see here after the tires get changed. And he's still stopped there on, yes. Unsafe pit entry for the 95 after having a really good run. And now Douglas Henry will enter pit road just behind. Let's take a look at that Daniel Nance replay. Here he comes into pit road. Oh, almost knocks out the cone. So there's Aiden Gould. And here's Douglas Henry exiting pit road. It will be close. Actually, not close at all. Because here's Aiden entering turn 3 and Douglas Henry exiting turn 4. Fresher tires on the 66 once again. And I've been talking about the trends. I want to talk about it again, Zippy. Douglas Henry, okay, has won a race every season. That's been his average. Season 1, he won Dover. Season 2, he won the DeBaby Car 225 at Charlotte. Season 3, he won Bristol. Down the backstretch for the final time, as we said it twice, Season 4, he went out there and dominated Rockingham in a race similar to that stature. Douglas Henry, for the first time in his career, is a 2-time winner in PAL, and Douglas Henry may have just clinched the championship.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Nice one.
Thanks, man. 2 in the season.
Smooth all day, man. You deserve that win.
Anywhere I can run that high line.
Oh, my. And I don't want to call it too early because a lot of different things can happen, but there is a possibility that Douglas Henry has clinched the championship, but with Aiden Gould in second, there's still that gap. And Richmond next week might be the most insane Richmond ever. Chris Warren came home in that third position. Aaron Warren. A great day for the Warren brothers. Third and fourth. Luke Chadwick fifth. A lot going on in the infield, but Douglas Henry burning it down on the front stretch.
That's great for Doug. I think you're right. I think it might be just a hair too soon to say he's clinched it, but if he comes out like he did this week, that cup is all his, man.
Here he is, finishing his burnout. The very first race at Legacy Atlanta did not disappoint. The setup worked like a dream. And he ain't going to finish burning out. He's like, Noah, you ain't going to do your interview till I feel I'm done. Oh, this is a big one for Doug. Busting out the brand new scheme. Zippy, you love your paint schemes. It's a beautiful one. I love the orange. And here we go.
I think it looks great. I think it looks fantastic.
Here we go. Doug, the messages are already coming in. Dad says, tell him you did a great job. Joe Houston, unable to make it tonight, said go get him, Doug, for that championship. Can't wait to see you next week. Henry, you broke the streak of just getting one race a season. It's two, and you're right there for that championship. Can you taste it?
Man, I'm so pumped right now. You can't even believe it. The championship is in sight. It's right in my hands. I can taste it.
What do you got to do to win that championship going into Richmond, a track Aiden has won at? And yeah, the points gap, it's still there, but he's hot on your heels, and it's kind of been known if anybody could clutch up in the situation, it is Aiden Gould. How hard will you have to drive at Richmond next week?
It will beat the brakes off this thing if we have to. Elbows out, and I've said it once, I'll say it again. I'll do whatever it takes, brother.
Oh, my.
Mr. Henry, I have mistaken you for a champion many times this season, but maybe it was a little foreshadowing. You said you've got that championship in sight. This week, you went out, you put in the most practice out of anybody, and it shows on track. Is that going to be the trend going forward?
100%. You got to put in the practice at this skill level this late in the season. Everybody's hungry, so only thing you can do to get better is practice.
Doug, congratulations on the win. You are now officially a 5-time winner. How does it feel?
Yeah. Feels great. Feels great to break that one-a-season deal I had going on, and hopefully we'll get 3. Who knows?
All righty, Doug, we're going to send you back down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and grab a P2 finisher. P2 in the points, Aiden Gould. Aiden, no one zipping the booth. You got a copy.
Yes, sir, I do.
Aiden, you've been one of the fastest guys all season. You finished with a P2 here. Now, granted, you are pretty far back there from Doug, but it's still a P2 in the points. You're a little bit behind on the points race. I think you're going to be in that P2 position going into Richmond. Are you confident you can repeat the past and get a win there?
I'm confident, but at 66, probably been the most consistent car this whole season. Let's just be honest with that. Doug's just been killing it this season, definitely the past month or so. It's been really fast everywhere. I know he's going to be quick at Richmond. He's going to be quick at Darlington, so it's going to be a dogfight. But yeah, with I don't know what happened to Greg. Look at the leaderboard. It looks like he finished like 13th or 14th. And with Joe not showing up, looks like it'll probably be P2 in the points. But the goal for the next 2 weeks is probably just win.
Congratulations, Aiden, on P2. If anybody can clutch up, it's you, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
P3, one of the Warren brothers. Chris Warren gets it done. Aaron Warren finished P4. I'm going to get both of them up here.
Oh, yeah. This will be a treat.
Warren brothers.
Zoa and Nippy in the booth. You got a copy?
You guys got a copy.
Hey.
Look at you guys.
Oh,
Third
Lord.
and fourth. This is a PALracing first. Chris, you finished third. Aaron, you finished fourth. When we talked about putting this track into the schedule at the beginning of the season, what was mentioned is, the old heads are going to be up front. And, I mean, look at it. Chris, you've been sim racing for 20 years. Aaron, you've been watching NASCAR twice that long. You've been gotten into sim racing. You have the experience. You guys finished 3rd, 4th at a track tough like this. Talk about the race and Season 4.
Go ahead, Chris.
I absolutely love this style of racing. It's fast at first, but if you don't take care of your stuff, you'll fall off at the end. And if you don't know how to control your car at the beginning, we kind of saw it there with a few. They were just getting so free. So you really got to hang on to it, know how to drive a car that way. In terms of the way the season trajectory has went, of course, mine started out slow because I was out of the car. But I came back. I feel like I came back with speed, and I'd like to carry that through, possibly even top this off with, who knows, a win.
Yeah, that's great. We don't get to talk to you guys often here in these post-race interviews, unfortunately, but you guys are some of the veterans in our league, and it just is so fantastic to get to the end of the season and know that you guys have been guiding these youngins along, like Daniel Nans or Jameek Smith or you name it. Talk a little bit about this community and going forward into Season 5, what we're looking to do.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Community is one thing. I know, we're competitors, but we're more than that. We're friends outside of the racing and outside the Discord. We all hang out in our own little groups, and everybody has their personalities, and of course those are going to conflict or they're going to mesh. But at the end of the day, it's all about just finding each other and finding some camaraderie amongst your peers. As far as what's going on in Season 5, I expect the same level of competition. Who knows? We might see a new face or two. We might see someone running at the top that we haven't seen so far this season. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to more challenges. I've finally started to understand this car a little bit better at the end of this season. I'm finding more speed and a little bit more success as long as I can keep it clean and stay on strategy.
Aaron, a hot take was sent at the beginning of the season for pass or protest. He said you'd get a podium finish. You're one off. Your brother's right there in front of you. I think we're going to see some more success out of the both of you to come. Congratulations, boys, on a great finish. An awesome race here at Atlanta. Have a good night.
You too. Good night, boys.
Thank you, Noah.
And well, Zippy, that concludes tonight's action. The Legacy Atlanta 188, the 28-3 lead. Tribute to the Atlanta Falcons, and what an epic night of racing it was. We get a win out of Douglas Henry, 5-time winner. Same time, same place next week. It's the Eckhart Coffee Roasters 188 from Richmond. Zippy, have a good night.
Good night.